Hello everybody, and welcome back to my wood shop. This is a pretty little chunk of applewood, and I don't remember where it came from. It's an offcut from some other project way back when. It's got some really pretty graining. Look at that feathering going on. So I finally figured out what I want to do with this thing. Something I've wanted to make for a long time, but for some reason never did. I'm going to make a Kuksa. Or at least a type of one. They're supposed to be made out of birch, but I don't have the right size birch. Anyway, I chose this as the top side because the feathering goes more down the middle on the other side, and it's on the corner of the wood up here on top. And for those of you that don't know, a Kuksa is a type of cup or bowl used, I believe it came from Finland. You see them a lot on bushcraft type videos. And of course I'm not making this bushcraft style. I'm making it, well, it's going to be wood turned and carved, so hopefully it'll turn out the way I have it in my mind. So as with most of my other turning projects, I'm going to start by turning the bottom of this cup first. So I mounted it to a faceplate, and that's how I'm mounting it onto the lathe. A little bit tricky because I can't turn the entire side of this because that handle's flying around like a propeller. So I've got to shape as much of it as I can, and we'll see how the rest goes. Like I said, I've got an idea of what I'm going to do. A little bit of carving. I'm not sure what kind at this point. Now what I'm going to have to do is go up the side a little bit more and get into the bottom of the handle some. Maybe even shape it a little bit. a lot of this that you're seeing right now is at 10 speed, just know that I'm going really slowly and deliberately. The lathe is turning at about 1,000 RPMs. And right there is about as high as I want to go. I'll just shape the bottom a little bit and maybe a little bit more on the handle. And then we'll get to working on the inside. And I turned a little bit there before I remembered to turn on the camera. Sorry about that. You can see right there, it looks like I'm turning air. I'm actually shaping the handle a little bit because I want to develop the lip of this cup down I want the handle down a little bit from the lip of the cup is what I'm trying to say. Beautiful shavings, right? I mean, it looks like I'm turning green wood here, but this is super dry. About 5.5% moisture content is what the moisture meter said. Super sharp gouge. And just a gentle, steady touch. And it's time to start carving. Sorry about the blur here and there. My big meat hook keeps getting in the way of the camera. Lots and lots and lots of hand sanding on this project. But that's okay. I didn't sand beyond 220, and I also, well, the goal of the sanding was to not get rid of all the tool marks, but just to soften up the edges a little bit. So you've got the nice smooth bottom and the nice smooth interior of this cup, and you've got a little bit of elegance with that, surrounded by some nice rustic carving marks. And this dry wood really soaked up the butcher block oil. Soaked it right up. Look at that though, so pretty. That wood. I love applewood. I gotta say, overall, I'm pretty happy with this piece. Here's something new. A new tool in my toolbox. I'm not going to talk about it in this video. It's just a sneak peek. I've got a full demonstration and review video that's going to come out soon on this tool. Might come out the same day this video does. Maybe the day after. But soon. This is shown at high speed. It's just more fun to watch. Well, there's a little bit of a inclusion there. You can see it on the inside of the cup. That's going to make my coffee taste interesting the first few rounds. But I gotta say, overall, I'm pretty happy with this piece, and I'd sure love to hear what you think. My first Kuksa. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate your time more than I could possibly express. And here's some food for thought for you. Look it up. It's important. God bless, and Semper Fi.